Welcome everybody. My name is Trisha. I'm joined today by the lovely Linda G. You all know and love her. Today we're going to talk about all that US stuff that's going on. There's busy things in the media over there in the US.
Australian things too. I can look into that.
Yeah, we've had some under 16 stuff going on with our privacy around social media being banned from all people under 16. They're going to be wiping their accounts. So it's going to be a bit of AI. They're looking at different technologies to facial recognition. So a bit more back end things going in, I think. So we've had a little bit going in the background.
YouTube is doing it.
YouTube was going to be.
I heard they're going to do it in the US too. Are they going to do it?
Yeah, probably. UK apparently is already on it. They're already doing it, and I've just been told Germany are considering it as well. So I'd say it's going to be eventually everybody. There'll be some once they get the the software and the back end part right about facial recognition and your security and all of the IDs and things like that. I think they'll be pushing it through. Whether or not there's a bit of a agenda in there as well, I think something else going on in the background with that one. But
well, my channel is mostly elder women, 55 on up.
Me too.
I don't really have any kids watching. If I do, they're looking through their mom's account or their dad's account.
Yeah, me too. My demographic is say 45 to 65. That's my demographic. Yeah. Which is I fall in that category as well. So
right.
Yeah. So it's interesting. But my grandson, he's a gamer. He's got a channel and he works so hard on his channel to, and about to be wiped. So he is devastated.
Oh my God.
So all those young ones that are, getting their accounts all, monetized and, future.
And they make good money.
They make great money, those gamer channels, and they're about to be wiped. So I think, I don't think the government really wants to make money.
A lot of issues with the youngins? Is that why?
Yeah, it's definitely protection of children. So children's safety definitely is the reason they're bringing it through, and I'm a big advocate for protecting the children, which is why I've been looking into all the Ghislaine and everything, and I'm not even seeing the chats. I'll pop the chats on so I can see there.
Oh, I'm seeing it. Everybody's saying hi.
Beautiful. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Blue Angels the Blue Angels perform in San Francisco by the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a beautiful thing. Right. But you can pay a lot of money for a ticket. I once saw the whole show, and then right at the end, they said fog is coming in. We have to cancel the Blue Angels. I was so upset.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's
so I haven't gone in a while because my kids are tired of it already.
Yeah. Sharon says she's 51. I'm 51, Sharon.
I'll be 72 in September.
Oh, that is amazing. I've got to say, Linda, your new profile pic on your banner is amazing.
I love it. My girlfriend Tana, the one who does my website.
Yep.
She had her kind of good camera, I have one of those cameras. And we were at Rayleigh's, and I sat outside of Rayleigh's grocery store. And she took some pictures, and I said, clean it up, and let's see if we can use that for a profile.
That's amazing. That the banner, how it fades into the brown and it matches your hair. It's just and you look stunning. So
I like it. She's really good at that, because if y'all see me in person, I look like an old hag.
Oh, you're so hard on yourself. So I've got
a little got to do. I did have a little face thing done.
Yeah.
In April.
Was that painful?
Well, it still hurts. It wasn't that painful, but it's sore. If you touch my face, it's sore.
Does it feel numb in some parts?
Yeah, a little numb on the side.
Yeah. I've had
you said it's going to take a good 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the belly bub one. I used to be an F cup, and I'm a tiny frame, and I was like an F cup, and it was. I think that's where I get the migraines from. It's from all the years of lugging them around, and it's just pulled my neck muscles out. So I ended up getting them removed, like down to a C cup. So, and parts is numb. There's parts of it that's a little bit numb.
Still numb. Yeah.
Like,
don't you feel better?
Oh my God. So, I don't regret it one little bit. And I remember them wheeling me in for the surgery, and they had this big light box on the wall with the picture of the before of as they're wheeling you in. I'm like, oh my God, get rid of them. It was,
Oh my gosh.
it was the
And
best
you
thing
were
I ever did.
probably, and you're pretty too, so you probably were harassed
I
by men
was.
and stuff.
I was, and I'm, grew up in the 80s and, the groping, and I went through all of that. Like,
I
as
went
we
through that as a nurse.
females, we all did. We all did.
Yeah,
It's just so different now, but that we all went through that. And
yeah,
yeah, everywhere you went, you got it, whether it was, wolf whistles or actual groping. I mean,
yeah.
they just wouldn't
I
get away with
remember
that these
working
days.
I remember working in a hospital and a doctor grabbed my breast as he walked by me.
Yeah,
And two of the nurses saw it. They said,
yeah,
"Oh my God." I said,
yeah,
"I've been telling you guys, but
yeah.
nobody listens."
Like, they just think they've got the right to, do what they like. It's just, yeah. And I
Yeah,
think part of this stuff with the Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein, and I think it all stems back to that, they're, especially when it comes to those elites and the money and the privilege, and they can just do whatever they like.
yeah.
And that still goes on in those, I believe. I don't think it stopped just because Epstein and Ghislaine got locked up. I still think that stuff goes on.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
it does. There's
Mm.
big names involved. This is why all the hush hush.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when President Clinton was going to be impeached for the Monica Lewinsky thing, he happened to meet our attorney general on the tarmac at the airport. And I think they exchanged pleasantries. They talked for a little bit. And the Republicans pitched a fit. That is
Mm.
so improper. How dare he? That is so bad. He
Yeah.
needs to be impeached. She needs to be
Oh.
gone. And look at what they're doing now. His buddies are going down there talking to Ghislaine.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I did my last reading on her. I got that, she made a deal. Fast action. It was the 8 of Wands fast movement. And they did move her, and that pretty much straight after that meeting, they moved her into that lower security prison. And I got that she was covering up for somebody that was complicit. Didn't say who that person was, but part of that deal was her pointing fingers. That was in the reading, her blame game, pointing fingers to people that either family ties or close ties to her within the inner circle. But there's somebody in there that she was covering up. It said covering up for somebody that is complicit was part of that deal. So yeah, I wonder who that
So it's
was.
for Trump, right?
Probably. I mean, I
But
don't.
they're saying that she said, "I never saw Trump."
She did. That's right, and that's what's come out now. So I just found it interesting that last week the cards pulled out. Part of the deal was to cover up for someone that's complicit, and then out she comes. He's never done anything. She's never seen him do anything.
She didn't say he didn't do anything. She said, "I've never
I've never
witnessed."
seen him. Yeah,
She
yeah,
covered herself a little bit. But listen, you should hear the prisoners in that prison she's in now. They
right.
said, "We don't take kindly to people like her. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
take pedophiles here."
Oh, and they're a really low security prison too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so that she could very easily have an accident.
exactly.
Yeah.
I picked up that on my reading the week because I've been doing lots on them. I'm right into the Epstein. And I've been on Epstein for years. Like, I started rabbit holing 2011,
Wow.
and yeah, that's when I started going down rabbit holes. And one of those rabbit holes was the Lolita Express. And I was so traumatized by that information that I never forgot that name of that plane. And it relates back to that book, Lolita, which is about the abuse of a 12-year-old girl. So I think that's where they named the plane after. But it was so traumatizing. I never forgot that name way back then. And then, yeah, and then all this. And I don't think I remembered Epstein's name or any other names connected, but the name of that plane and what they did on that plane, it traumatized me because that was the first time me opening my eyes to the wickedness in the world.
Oh, yeah. There is
Yeah.
a picture of Donald Trump standing, I think, with Ghislaine and two young girls on back against the wall, and the looks on their faces,
Mm.
you could tell they were frightened.
Yeah. And there's so many pictures surfacing now. So many
Yeah,
different things coming out.
he's not going to be able to put. I don't know what you saw, but this is going to haunt him. And I also feel that something will happen that he's told her he'll give her a pardon when he leaves because he knows he better not do it while he's in
Oh
office.
God, no. Oh
But
no.
I feel something will happen to him where he can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's no way he's doing it while he's still running, like he's
He
still
can't
in
do it.
office. He
Yeah.
can't. There's no way. I mean, after that episode that happened, there's no list. It's all made up, all the lies. And then the next day coming out saying it made up by Obama and Comey. And like I said, I've been rabbit holing this stuff for years, and not once did I ever hear the connection that Obama made that up. It was never, ever a
no.
thing, ever. And then to come out and flat out say it, that it was made up by them, I'm thinking, yeah.
That's how he does everything. It's
Yeah.
always Biden did it, so-and-so did it.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I don't watch a lot of him, but I am interested in Ghislaine Maxwell, P. Diddy, all of those kind of things. So that's why I'm seeing a bit more of him now. And his connections
so
to it.
Something's gonna happen with him that's not very good.
I'm just reading.
We saw him up on that roof at the Capitol. We was hoping he was gonna jump, but he didn't.
What was that? I saw somebody put a message in my comments.
And then he was doing weird hand signals. He's a whack job. He's a total whack job.
Right.
Going to build a big ballroom for $90 million. In the meantime, kids don't get lunches at school, and don't forget about Medicaid, forget about eating.
Yep.
Somebody was talking on the media that she bought so many items, and then it cost $78 3 months ago. Today it cost $167.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Same
we have bad cost of living here as well, but I had friends that just went to America and they come back and said it's so much worse over there. So much worse with you guys. And it's pretty bad with cost of living.
Cost of living, thank you.
Yeah, going to restaurants and things like that. It's just, and all the taxes and the different things that get put on top. We don't get that. We don't tip or anything like that. We just pay what's on the menu. And they just said
France doesn't tip either. I remember being in France, and I went to tip and pushed it away.
Yeah, well, we get better wages. We get better per hour wages.
But are you guys going to struggle with some prices too?
Yeah, oh, definitely. The grocery prices have gone up by so much. The electricity here, the power, and what's crazy is that we have natural gas here. We have coal mines. I'm in a coal mine area. We have like a lot of natural resources here. That's what Australia is. We sell natural resources all over the world, but yet our energy prices here are through the roof. And between rent, for some people, if you're doing rent or your mortgages, and they keep putting interest rates up, and then power bills, and it's difficult. It's difficult for a lot of younger ones, especially. And, young families coming up, like my family's grown, and hubby and I are almost retired, like we're, in our 50s. So we've been through all the paying off the house and everything like that. But a lot of the people that are still in that cycle, I just feel so sorry for them.
And you have a home, so even if something happened to one of your children, they had no place to go, they can come to your house.
They can move straight back here. That's exactly right. That's right. Yeah. But I don't know how the young generation are ever going to afford to buy houses.
My son makes good money as an engineer, and he said, Mom, I have no idea when I could ever afford to buy a house.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And I think ever since COVID, when all the prices went up, I don't actually think they've gone down. It's just a reset in prices, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people did that deliberately and made money off of us, off the backs of. This is all going to change energetically. I can see the switch.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm sensing a shift coming in as well. That's what I'm picking up on, a shift. I got it this week in this week's readings, a shift coming in. That a lot of people are tapping into emotionally. They can start to feel a bit of a change. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I just feel some people are able to pick up on that.
And what about natural phenomena like weather and stuff? Is it still going to rock?
I think August, September. I think it's there's still more to come. August, September. I did the readings earlier in the year, and I got March and August. And August, like that big earthquake we had in Russia, and then the tsunami, and it's been crazy. And I don't think it's finished. I think there's still a bit.
There was a big Texas rally, a bunch of people, MAGA people. One woman was sobbing. She said, when that flood happened, nobody came. Nobody came. No EMT, nobody came. She was sobbing. Right. And here they are, all worried about getting rid of 5 seats for Democrats.
Right.
They
Yep.
took off and they're staying in hotels, but that governor, it's all about that. But in the meantime, nobody's paying attention to the people that really
No.
need some help.
No, that's right. That's right.
So
Electric, same thing. I'm just reading through some of the comments. Yeah, bit crazy. So I watched your last live that you done. You done one today. You've been busy today. I just saw one go
I
up.
didn't do live. You mean the one with Nate?
Oh, it was a
It was
pre-recorded. Yeah, went up 4 hours ago. And I saw on there's a meeting you said. They've got a meeting. Is it tonight or was that already happened? About the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff and
yeah, Pam
has it
Bondi.
happened?
It's going to be
Yeah.
at JD Vance's house. I guess it's going on now.
Right.
And
Interesting.
yeah, they're going to meet about the Epstein. No, they're not going to meet about how to help people on the streets and people
No.
losing their homes and people with no
No.
medical care. Let's see what we can do to protect Trump.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do to distract the people, get their attention turned somewhere else so they forget about it.
But
Not talk
Pam
about it.
Bondi must know. She saw the files. She knows what he did.
Yeah. People have seen the files. And then to come out and say there is no files, it's all made up. Yeah, just crazy. But so much going on. And I did hear on the news yesterday on our mainstream news, I don't know if you must be hearing it over there. Subpoenas went out to Bill Clinton because he was on the Lolita Express, so he must know what's going on. So yeah,
and
subpoenas.
Hillary Clinton and Bill Barr and all of them. But you know what they're saying? You guys don't need to show up because they listed all the Republicans who were subpoenaed about certain things and none of them showed up. So why do you guys have? But I heard that they would regret putting Hillary Clinton up there because she would give them a
I think so. I think so too. I do. I think that won't be the end of it. I think the knives might come out. I think, the tit for tat will be going on there.
Grace Gilbert just said Pam Bondi has aged in the last 6 months. She is telling the truth. I just saw a picture of her and she looked about 10 years older.
Yep.
It must be, listen, down the road,
stress.
I don't know what your card said, but down the road, I see Pam Bondi losing her law license. I see a lot of the people complicit. It's almost like the Nuremberg trials.
Right.
All these people will have to stand before Congress, including members of the Supreme Court that lied to the Senate and said, oh, no, we never overturned Roe versus Wade. It's precedents. No, you guys are all going to go. Kavanaugh with all that money. Where'd that money come from? The other guy, Thomas, got billions of dollars, It's unbecoming.
It just needs to be dealt with. And I'm all for, if they've done wrong, whoever it is, they need to be held accountable.
It's going to take a long time, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, and especially if it relates to children. I think, definitely those people need to be held accountable. Whether or not they will, probably not.
Yeah.
I'm a bit skeptical.
Do you ever see Jack Smith coming back?
I don't know who Jack Smith is.
He's the one that got Trump for stealing all those top secret records.
Oh.
And stashing them in Florida.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I did.
He was a special counsel that Trump hates and wants to see him go down. But he came from the Hague. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's back working at the Hague.
Right. Interesting. I don't know nothing about him. Yeah, not sure. Yeah.
Look it up one time. Look up Jack Smith.
I will. Jack Smith. I'll write that down. I've got
He's my hero. He tried the best he could, but he could, the Supreme Court, he asked him for some help and they sat on it deliberately.
Okay. Yeah. It's crooked. It's crooked, and the energy of it all, it's just, and to be honest, I hope that it gets sorted out. I hope the truth of everything comes to light, but I don't know. I'm a bit cynical as to whether or not it's too easy for people to cover things up. Those people to cover themselves, cover their tracks, cover up for their buddies. I'm cynical.
Well, when she lost, but she didn't lose, she actually won and they cheated. But when I asked my guides why did she lose? I her cards were great, her rallies
Mm.
were great.
Mm.
And they said, Linda, man has free will, basically free will to cheat. And they said, his people need to see who he really is. And that's happening now.
Yeah.
Because this
Yeah.
Epstein thing is not time, and it's the ones who are really upset are the MAGAs.
Right. Right. I did see an interview with and I'm sorry I don't know his name. He said he was one of the original MAGAs. So I don't know who he is, but I think he's turned against him. That's the interview that I saw.
A whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Tucker
Yeah.
Carlson.
Yeah, I did know that. Yeah, I did know. Tucker Carlson. I think didn't he turn to religion? I think I heard a friend was saying he might have turned to religion. Yeah, after looking into how the wickedness of what goes on, he just can't go there anymore, and so he's gone towards religion. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I heard from a friend. A friend told me that. So yeah. It really is. And sometimes I have to pull back because I get drained. I think because I've been looking into the Ghislaine stuff and the PDD stuff, and I've been the last 3 weeks, I've been so drained, and I wonder if it's because of looking into that stuff. I mean, I don't look at the details, but just the sitting in that general energy of those people, I think, it's a bit icky.
Well, the young women now are being very loud. They're letting everybody know what happened. They're reposting court documents.
Yep.
With the descriptions of what he did to them. And let me tell you, it's getting through.
Yeah, and I hope there is a safe place for those young women, or they were young teenagers at the time, to be able to stand up and be heard and not be silenced. It would just be great for that to happen. I did worry there because of Virginia Giuffre passing just before this came out. She passed away, and I thought that might have been a bit of a.
She was in Australia, right?
Yeah, she was on the West Coast. Yeah, but she was.
Did she pass away naturally? I mean, infliction, or did someone take her out?
Well, what happened with that? She done a post in December on her social media saying, "I am not suicidal. I won't do that." And then I think it was like a month before she actually passed away. She was in hospital, bruised face. It was like some kind of accident, and she was on there saying, "I've got a month to live." So, and there was like all these weird stories were coming out. Might have been kidneys or something. "I've got a month to live," and then next minute, a month later, she's gone. Apparently declared self-harm. So, but just strange that a month before she knew that something was coming.
From the time Epstein went and they tried to talk like it was self-harm, I said, absolutely not.
No. And then straight after this stuff came out, let's cover up the list altogether. So first of all, let's clean up any loose ends, anyone that's going to talk. Let's make an example of her maybe, so nobody else will come out and raise their hand. But hopefully that didn't work. Was it suicide? I believe it was declared self-harm is the way she passed.
Self-harm. Try not to use the S word. I got demonetized using the S word.
Yeah. And I think it's also a trigger warning too. You've got to be a little sensitive about those topics. Unfortunately, it happens.
They said everybody's worried about you, Linda. I said, for what? Because I used that word. That I was talking about someone who had murdered his girlfriend and then he did self-harm.
Okay.
And so it had nothing to do with me, but but I knew, and the guy that was in that prison, he was on the news, and he said, "Look, I've been in that prison. There's no way in hell that all of a sudden all the cameras go out, no guards are there." He said, "Absolutely not."
No, and what is it? Up to 4 minutes of missing footage now? I think they said first it was like a minute of missing footage, and now there's 4 minutes. I've always been skeptical about that. Always, like, it's too convenient. Like, too many little weird things around that situation as well. So a bit skeptical about that one as well. Thank you. Sweet.
So where do you want to go?
Okay, so how about we pull some cards on one of the what's coming? What's
do you want me to use your deck or my Morgan Greer?
Yeah, whatever you like. Now, I just want to mention about that predictions deck that you sometimes use. I did the investigation, but I just want to let everyone know this deck's going to be rested soon. So I thought I'd tell you and your people.
What do you mean rested?
Well, I change decks over every year. So 2026 will bring in new decks. So I'll have different decks. So this one will get rested
I promised
for
a
a
couple
while.
of people a deck, but they're available
Right
to
now.
buy right now?
Yes, but
Okay,
that's
I
why I
got
wanted to let you and your people know.
one friend is in Australia, so that'll be an
Okay.
easy ship.
Yeah, just send me the details and I'll get that organized for you. But
It's Dr.
yeah, that's
Lena Rodriguez. Dr. Lena Rodriguez.
Oh, Lena doesn't have the predictions?
She doesn't have the prediction deck.
Oh, I thought she
Did
had
you
that
think
one.
you sent it to her?
No, I think I sent her the governance. Yeah, I think I
Okay.
sent the governance. I'll have to check if Lena's got because I feel like you did that one for her already.
Oh, I thought I went to order it
Yeah.
and you didn't have it.
I'll have to check.
Oh,
I'll
I
check and
did
let you know.
Marianne, Revealing Light.
You did. That's right. Yeah. So, and I think I sent Dr. Lena the governance is what she's got. Yeah. And I think I've seen her using that one. Yeah, but that one I just thought I'd let your people know because I know that you got harassed last time when I ran out of stock.
Oh my God, people were writing me, when the hell is she going to get?
Yeah. So warning, what's in stock now is the last of that stock for a little while, just so I can bring in some new decks and change them out. Now, the new one that I've got that's related to predictions, similar kind of scenarios. Big clean out though, lots of stuff taken out, bright and colourful. So it's lots more colour in it. It's like a deep black base to pop the colours through.
I'll have to get that deck.
Yeah, nice warmth through the images, and it's going to be a dual purpose deck. So where I normally do the decks for certain purposes, this one will be multi-purpose. So it'll be in the predictions in the PDFs how you can read it as a personal reading as well. If you just want to pull a message for yourself, you'll be able to use the predictions deck to do that as well. Because I know some people do that. So I've specifically made this one multi-purpose.
So this has been a great success for you, right?
It has been. It's probably my second top deck. The little one is my little personal predictions is my top one. So yeah, and usually whatever I bring out new is the top sales for that period that it's out. But then in general, it's the personal predictions that's my bestseller, and then second to that is the predictions deck. Wow. But I made that years ago, and yeah, I need a break. So okay. I'm Gemini, so I like to change things out. So I've got this beautiful, fresh little one coming.
Right. Beautiful. So where do you want to go, girlfriend? Okay.
So how about we do that meeting that's taking place right now? I've pulled cards on that already. The meeting that's taking place. So what I got is that there is volatility around because of that no list, all that stuff caused a lot of volatility. He's facing a lot of judgment and scrutiny over that. So he wants a complete overhaul. He wants to get it off the table, bring out something else, complete overhaul. So he wants to change our focus, our attention to something else. And I think that part of the meaning
is trying to do that already.
Yeah. It's the play. What do we play next? What can we do to put everybody's attention elsewhere? So I did get something around economy and funds is where he might be shifting focus, and corruption of some sort. So blaming other people, look over here, what corruption's going on over here, to take the attention off the list.
They're really relieved about Ghislaine though. Right now they think they got her sorted.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
But let me tell you, those people in that prison are all talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, meeting canceled.
About hurting her, taking her out.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be surprised either, especially if he's name dropping.
Crossroads. I see things just not working out. And I see a man reversed, losing his power. That could be Trump, and this could be Pam Bondi. You know who else will be in huge trouble if the real truth came out, which won't happen just yet, would be Melania.
I got a little suspicion about her. I feel this. And I've never pulled cards on it, but I feel Trump's hiding something. He's trying to protect somebody by saying no list, it was all made up, because he's worried about somebody very close to him. So, yeah, I have this little suspicion that I wonder if it's her. I wonder if
Well, he met her through Jeffrey. And the first
Right.
time they made love, if you could
Yep.
call it that, was on Epstein's plane.
Right. Okay.
And and her and Ghislaine were close friends.
They were. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, didn't know that.
And she's no Einstein. She got some Einstein. Apparently they lied about her college. They lied about the number of languages she spoke. She's a fraud. Just like him. Same thing.
So yeah, I'd say it's a bit of protection there, protecting her from some of those things that could be coming out.
Yeah. Okay. Now where else you want to go,
So
girlfriend?
What else is going on in the US?
Oh, well, that the president fired somebody who brought out the numbers, a top person, because she said the jobs dropped to 75,000 and he fired her.
Oh. Right.
And this, my girlfriend sent me this. I had to fire my bathroom scale because I didn't like the numbers it was showing me.
I'd love it. There'll be a lot of scales getting fired, I reckon.
Oh, so was she trafficked? That's a good one from Charlie.
Ooh, I'm going to grab my grab my dirt deck. This is my deck where I dig dirt. The Stardust Shadows Tarot. Was she trafficked?
Was she trafficked? Was she part of it? She was hungry. When she was young, she was hungry, and she wanted a sugar daddy, and Epstein set her up.
Right.
Yeah. She was stuck. There's a sadness to her. She's never really been happy.
Yeah. I think maybe she's a little exhausted right now. Exhaustion with her. Got the 9 of Wands. Maybe the whole thing has just been, too much on her.
So she's going to be in trouble. Legal and military could come get her.
So I've got the Wheel of Fortune. So leverage, all the wheels turning for her. Big changes. I also have on the Oracle bought or paid for, maybe.
Yeah. That's all she worries about. Listen, she's got her eye on the exit too. I'm going to tell you, that big plane that Trump got, that he's supposed to spend $90 million of taxpayers' money to upgrade it to Air Force One, he's not going to be able to keep it.
Right. Yep.
Can you imagine the nerve? And then when I step down, I'll take it with me. No, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, people can't afford to eat every day.
Yeah. Somebody just said something.
She's as sick as her secrets. I've never looked into Melania. I've never deep dived her. I think I might have to have a little look.
I read the book that her assistant did for her, and the final straw was, and she said Trump, when he would come to visit her, because they don't stay together, that he seemed like he was very engaged with her, like he listened to her.
Yeah, right.
So but the speech that Melania gave, that was from Mrs. Obama's speech, that was taken word for word, and she said this speech, and it was her speech, and she said it was a total fraud. She didn't know that. You know who gave her that speech? Ivana.
Oh my God. Ivana, was that the first wife?
His daughter.
His daughter. Oh, okay. Right.
And they did that because she doesn't like her.
She set her up. She set her up.
They wanted her to look stupid.
Yeah, right. Mm.
So I just feel she goes through the motions. I think she's got a good financial deal with him, but I see that she really loves Barron. But somebody said, is Barron really Trump's son?
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I also got there's a bit of control around her, so maybe she's controlled, but there's a bit of controlling issues. And then I got gone, whether she'll be gone. It says gone but not forgotten, but yeah, gone. Mm.
You know,
I'm
she's the
Melania.
only first lady of the United States that you can Google and find nude photos and soft porn.
Right. See, I've never Googled her. I've never deep dived on her at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there might be
Well,
some. Yeah.
she stays away from him. She just and then when all that stuff with Stormy Daniels, she said, well, boys will be boys.
Mm. You know what? Because that's such an old school. You know what? It used to be that way. Like we talked about back in the 80s. That's how it was. That's how it was.
Yeah.
Women got treated very poorly, and I'm really grateful that times are changing and women are standing up for themselves. And
Yes.
yeah, and that the young girls don't have to put up with what we had to put up with.
Well, somebody said, people say in our day, and our grandparents stayed together. Well, yeah, they stayed together because a woman couldn't buy a house, a woman couldn't have a credit
Couldn't
card,
drive a car. There was so many
yeah.
different things. Yep.
So yeah, they stayed together because she had no choice.
She was dependent. She was completely
Couldn't vote
dependent.
until 100 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it is moving in the right direction, but I think there's still a lot of work, long way to go.
So Netanyahu is saying they're getting ready to just deep dive and move into Gaza.
Right. Yeah, I worry about that.
Said that I could feel Iran.
Mm.
Now I don't know if Iran has a nice big surprise for them.
Yeah, yeah, I worry. I only just found out the children being starving over there.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't know. I only just found out last week. The children
they got all mad at Canada because Canada dropped food for these poor people, and they were mad that Canada didn't ask permission.
Right. Oh, what? Oh, it'll just let the kids starve.
And then a lot of kids getting food. They showed film of it. They would just shoot the kids.
That's what I saw. That's what I heard.
So
that's what when they were trying
to look at Iran. I want to know, is Iran going to stop Israel? Because Trump won't.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. They're starting to see some connections now with Trump around. Does he have to answer to them for some reason? Does he?
Yeah, he went in and blackmailed them. He's got all the tapes.
Yeah. So Israel has tapes of Trump. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because remember when Putin's guy said he must think that Israel's the only one that has tapes. They're not the only one that has tapes.
No, that stuff's been going on for years, many decades. But here I got the shadow ruler talking about Israel and Trump. Shadow ruler. But there's a little bit of uncertainty going on around that situation.
Netanyahu's going to end. I'm going to tell you right now. Iran is a little afraid to destroy Israel because they know that everybody will point at them and blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing Netanyahu either be taken out or kidnapped and go stand in line for crimes against humanity.
Well, I'm only just recently, because I've never really looked into the Middle East wars. I didn't understand it, but I've only just started to get into it and starting to see all the horrific things that's being done. I did get reversing course around Israel, so there'll be some kind of reversing course or a shifting alliance. So maybe different countries stepping in or shifting alliance that's happening around Israel.
And they are letting the United States bring food in. They weren't letting anybody. Those poor little babies, and they're holding their pants, and it's just terrible.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I had no idea. We don't see this stuff in the mainstream media. Like, yeah, unless you look for it. Yeah, it's very upsetting.
Well, America saw the photos of the starving kids. And that's one thing about America. They don't like kids being hurt. So I guess he got so many complaints, Trump did, that he said, we got to feed the kids.
Yeah, that's good. That's good then. Yeah, but I do think there's it could be a connection to why he's covering up this list. Definitely. Israel.
I just saw some sort of explosion in Israel, like a planted bomb kind of thing. Some woman was just arrested for wearing a bomb on her chest and getting near Netanyahu. Somebody's going to be able to get in there and do something. I just saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of game crazy people, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. I've got trusted advisor, so I wonder if it's somebody they trust. Somebody trusted.
I don't know. I just see Trump losing it by this time next year. Just losing it.
And just reading this, I'll show that comment. What did it say? Just woke up from a nap. Oh, she dreamt about a woman feeling threatened. A man in government had a gun. Tried to hide it from him. Not sure what it means. Yeah, I've been having strange dreams too. I had a strange dream about Ghislaine last night.
What did you dream?
I had a dream that we're in this house. I was talking to a celebrity, Natalie Portman, about special effects on videos. And then there was this meeting going on in the back room that Ghislaine wanted to be part of, and they wouldn't let her in there. So there was, I don't know if it was a meeting or something going on in this back room that she was trying to get into, and they wouldn't let her in there. So yeah, just strange. Just whether it's me like purging all this information that I've been taking in, but yeah, just crazy.
Well, my very first dream of Trump was when he had won as president, before I was on YouTube, was him being in a glass coffin, dead as a doornail. And it was in a shopping center.
Isn't that a Simpsons video too?
I don't know. I don't watch The Simpsons.
Okay. I've just seen on YouTube how the Simpsons predict things. They've been predicting things for years, and they're coming right. And one of those, he's in a glass coffin.
And I went up, and he looked like Stalin, that Stalin look.
Yeah.
And nobody it wasn't packed. It was very sparse, but nobody was standing in line with me to look at him. I went up and looked and said, I'll be damned, that's Trump. And he was dead as a doornail. And then what made me think, because he was in a glass coffin and he had lights on him, is I thought, that we're going to witness the fall of him. We're going to witness the end of him.
Yeah. Well, he had that close call, didn't he, with the sniper in the ear?
Oh, that was a total fraud.
Was it really?
It was a total fraud. As a nurse, and talking to other people in the medical field, that was a total fraud. What it was, I think this was all a setup, but whoever shot that glass thing in the front, because 5 sheriffs right down below Trump all got shrapnel from the glass.
Right.
So a little teeny piece of glass. And, we're got a lot of vessels here, so we bleed a little tiny piece of glass, because he went like that, right? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But there was no bullet, and he said it took part of his ear off. What a liar. My God. But it grew back. The doctor said they'd never seen anything like it.
Oh, my God.
He's such a liar.
Oh, my God. As if we're not going to know. I mean, I don't think he tries to make out people are stupid.
Like, and we never saw any medical records, and we never, nothing. No doctors came out and gave us a report. That if it had been any other president, are you kidding? They would have come out and gave a report. The president's fine, blah, blah, blah. Even with COVID, the military doctors came out and said something.
Yeah. Wow.
So. But that was not an attempt. And I'm going to tell you something else. I talked to a lot of people. I read a lot of people. Some are famous and some are connected to Washington. They were really worried that he was going to lose. They really knew that he just didn't have the numbers. Yeah. So he got two things that happened. One was Epstein. And Epstein helped pay, and Epstein helped cheat. Yeah. And the other was that fraud thing with the air. Yeah. That was a total setup because a psychic.
How could they let a sniper on the roof to start with?
No, this was all planned. This was all planned. This will come out later. But that kid gave his life, the kid that was shooting. But he also shot that fireman, which wasn't cool. So
right. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
What's this YouTube about India news talking about how Russia is constantly calling Melania a prostitute? Yeah. When Trump won, they showed nothing but nude photos of Melania on Russian TV.
Did they really? I've never seen it. We don't get that.
And they're saying that Putin must have dirt on Trump. Oh, yes, he has dirt on Trump. And he can't believe how Trump is ignoring him, not doing what he says. Oh, yeah, look at Valeria Jones. Grab that one. You see her? Hi, Linda and Trish. I just watched Hogarth and the group, and they ran on Steve Bannon being involved with Epstein. Oh, Bannon. Yeah. Bannon's in it. Bannon's on the Epstein's list. Oh. You know who he is?
I don't know who he is, no.
He's that big, ugly guy that Trump fired because he got mad that he was getting attention. He was on the front page of Newsweek magazine, and it pissed Trump off. Right. Very smart. He served a little jail time. He has a show. He's totally pro-Trump. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt that's what's happened. In fact, I noticed, you guys, they're not talking about what Steve Bannon says. He kind of fell off the wheel there.
That happens, doesn't it? The next thing comes along, they throw something else at us, and we just turn our attention elsewhere. That's what I mean. It's so easy to cover things up. I can't find this one that you said to bring up.
That's okay. I read it out loud. Do you ever watch Hogarth's show? He's really good. Lena's on that show.
Oh, is she? Okay, I'll have to have a look at that one.
Lena's on the show. He's a Vedic astrologer.
Oh, is he? I like Vedic astrology. I studied that for quite a few years, and then I switched over to Western astrology, and did my with the Sydney Astrology School. But yeah, because I thought most people that I was talking to didn't know what Vedic astrology was, so I thought I better switch back over to Western.
Do you still dabble in it?
I love it. I love there's a lot more depth in it. There's so much more to it than Western astrology, but it's a sign behind. So when you tell somebody that they're a different, sun sign, different moon sign, different ascendant sign, they sometimes look at you like, no, I know that's not what I am. They relate to what they've been brought up being told that they are. That's why I did the switch over. Yeah, just so I could, people know what they are in Western astrology. Brad Pitt's mother just passed away.
Who?
Brad Pitt's mother just passed away.
Oh, she had such a big smile on her face all the time. I wonder if they knew she was sick. Oh, Carol just said that Lena is using your deck.
Yes, I've seen Lena use it. Yes, I've seen. Is it the predictions deck that she's using? Because I think, and I sent her the governance because I think she was using the prediction one, and I thought probably the governance one will be more suited.
Okay. How many people you got in the room?
How do I tell? We've got 1,286.
Not bad.
Yeah. I always forget to check that. And welcome everybody. I didn't say that. Just reading through some of your comments.
Welcome.
So I do have a question for the people, because I'm working on this new deck for the predictions deck. Is there anything when you're reading that you think should be in it? So like if you're asking a question on any of those things that we've talked about, what answer do you think should come out of that deck? So I'm just, I don't know, Linda, if you've got a preference for what you think should
I
come out
love
in
all
it.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've cleaned it up. So there's a lot of things
You're
in there
very
that's not
talented. Yeah.
not in there now. There's some, it's a lot cleaner, the new one, but I've got room to put some other things in as well.
Wow.
So the energy has been sped up, and I'm excited about that. Yeah, I feel, definitely something about the energy. There's a shift in energy. And I think the earth is feeling it too. I think that's why with all this
Well, we're
Schumann
off our
resonance.
axis a little bit here, and they said that we're wobbling after that
Yeah,
big earthquake in Russia. They said
8.8.
it's been vibrating.
Mm. And the Schumann resonance was off the charts. It was just white, a wall of white. So that's the
What
heartbeat
was?
of the earth, the heartbeat of the earth, the Schumann
Okay.
resonance. You can go and check that online to see what it's reading at. But
Wow.
around the time of that earthquake, it was just off the scale. And I wonder too if
feeling
that's
it.
sometimes why we get the ringing ears and the
Oh,
and
I
the
always
like
get
the
very
the
sensitive
drain.
to it.
Mine's been crazy the last week. The ringing in the ears and the drained feeling.
Astrologically, do you see anything that could be affecting the Earth at all, or no?
Well, I see. That's what I was worried about. We've got a set of eclipses coming up in September. Like we have eclipse season. So eclipse season is in August, September. It was also in February, March earlier this year, and that's when I always notice that there's changes in Earth activity when we have those eclipses. So in the beginning of the year, I felt it was more fire related. So heat waves, fire, volcanic activity. And we had so many different volcanoes going off, ones that have never gone off before. This one, I felt it to be, and I said it on my prediction video that I did about the natural disasters, is I felt it to be more seismic shifts in the earth change and water related. And then we get all hit with all of these earthquakes and tsunami warnings. And but I do still see more volcanoes going off. And I know we just had
I did that on my 2025. I just kept
me
seeing
too.
volcanoes.
Me too. And I think there was one that just went off only last week that hadn't gone off in 600 years.
Yeah,
So
the one up by Russia.
Yeah. So something's going on in the Earth, but I do think it's related to the planets, where the planets are. And we had a stellium at the start of the year, all the planets sitting in Pisces. That's
Right.
Aries, actually. They're all sitting in Aries. That's where I was getting the fire energy from, that there was stellium of planets, and there was an eclipse up there in Aries. But it's
Wow.
I believe it's in Pisces, this next set. But and then also we have the interstellar asteroid coming in, or comet, or whatever it is. There's only, I'm right into the asteroids and the astrologers. It's called 3I Atlas, and it's called 3I because it's the third interstellar object to come into our solar system, and it's making its way now, heading towards Mars. In October, we can start to see it with our telescopes in September, but it's heading, and it's very fast, one of the fastest ones they've seen, and it's very bright, and it's heading towards the area of Mars, almost crossing the path of where Mars is heading, is where it's directly heading. So it may not hit, it's heading in the same direction, but it may be higher or lower. And then
what happens when it hits Mars?
Well, that's not good, because that will knock Mars out of its orbit, and that is not good. So
No.
I don't think that'll happen, but it's headed in that direction. But it's going to probably cause a bit of chaos on Mars, and that's pretty close to us. At the time when that happens, we're a bit on the other side, so we may be not so affected. If we were closer towards Mars when it was coming in, I think we would have been in for a big shake-up. But it's quite big, and I wonder if that's causing some of the issues with the seismic activity in the Earth as well. This new object that's in our solar system.
Now, what about something that's supposed to implode and it'll be bright? That my friend talked about the two suns.
Now, what
and
was
it? Could
it?
be as bright as the sun, so that would be the two suns.
Is that Betelgeuse imploding? The Betelgeuse?
Something's going to implode. Is getting ready to. And they said it'll be it'll be bright as the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw that kind of I didn't click on it to read it, but I did see that something like that was coming.
Oh, wow.
And this other, the first interstellar object is the one that they said course corrected, changed its trajectory. So yeah, it's kind of interesting as well as to what
So do
that
you
is.
think the ETs took care of that? Made sure it didn't?
Possibly, because that's what they're talking about now with this one. They're talking about if they need to, change its course, but it will be headed towards the area of Jupiter in December. So yeah, when it changes course just a little bit, but who knows? They may divert it away from Mars, so that may be why it changes course. But interesting.
Wow.
So we've got a little bit of activity going on interstellar. We've got a bit of activity going on with the planets moving. And with the planets, we've had all the outer planets move recently. So that's the shift in collective energy, because the outer planets represents the collective, the generations, and we've had the three outside planets, which is Neptune, Uranus, and what's the other one that I missed? Uranus, Neptune, and it's completely slipped my mind there now. But those three have recently moved, all three, and that's like doesn't happen. It's decades. They stay in one place for decades, and all three have recently moved. So that
Is it
shows a
Pluto or
shift in
no?
collective energy.
Is it
What's that?
Pluto or
Pluto moved, first. It moved first. It moved onto my ascendant line. So I had all these major choice, because it's a planet of transformation and change, being brave, stepping up into, facing your fears, but it's also about, it's like the Tower card and the Death card put together. And
Oh, yeah.
it hit right on my ascendant line here. Which is now. It's sitting around my ascendant line, which means I've had lots of changes over the last 12 months, so many changes. But
It's in my 10th house.
career, that's your public role, what you do now. So changes around your public role. But it depends on, because it'll sit in that position for 20 years. So it's got to get pretty close to your marker, like your the accent line. So depending on your chart, what the little degree number is, as Pluto gets closer to that degree mark, that's when you'll really feel it. Yeah, you'll feel
Okay, but it can be good or bad,
it
right?
can be good or bad, but I find if you go with the flow of life, if you're following your path, if you're following the flow, then it's not gonna be as bad, because you're kinda already just following the signs anyway. But if you're the
Yeah.
kind of person that butt your head saying, "No, I don't wanna change this," which is what I did. I hung on to I was a photographer for 25 years, and I hung onto it, and I didn't wanna let it go because I can't quit things. And then it just took it. It took it from me. The migraines were
Yeah, that's how it works,
unbelievable,
yeah.
and that's what happened to me when it hit my ascendant. It just took it in every way possible. It took it financially, it took it with my body. I had migraines every time I picked up the camera. I got a migraine. And then when I started editing the photos, migraines. So it was like, I just can't
It
do
was
this
time to
anymore.
quit.
Yeah, it was time. And I fought, but yeah, that Pluto come in and just washed it all away. Which I'm grateful.
Wow.
I'm grateful for. I should have just followed the path that
Well,
I
but
was
when
meant to.
Saturn hit me, that's when breast cancer came.
Saturn. Now, was that your Saturn return?
Yeah, that's in
Saturn
2008.
tough one.
2008.
Yeah, that hits normally in your around 30 and 60. You'll have your Saturn, 59, 60. You have your
Yeah.
Saturn return. So, and difficult, a lot of people say.
Yeah, but it always leaves a gift at the door.
Yes. Yes, if you're willing to do the work,
Yeah, always.
willing to make the effort, then yeah, you'll be rewarded. Yeah, so
Yeah,
and I like Saturn. A lot of people are scared of Saturn, but I like Saturn.
yeah.
Yeah, Saturn, was the original ruler of Aquarius, which I'm Aquarius ascendant, but it is
Oh,
now
okay.
Uranus. Uranus is the new modern astrology, ruler is Uranus.
I'm Libra rising.
Libra, nice, all the balance and
Yeah,
harmony,
but,
Venus, yep.
like to be lazy.
People pleasing a little bit too with with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
I don't do it as much as I used to. I used to be a real people pleaser. Now I'll tell you straight up what time of day it is.
yeah, I think that comes with age.
Yeah, I get tired of going over things over and over.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I think we
listen,
might wrap it up.
It's an hour.
An hour, exactly right on the hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Time just flies.
Well, thank you, sweetie. I really enjoyed myself.
Thank you so much.
So I'll have you on my show.
Yes.
Next time.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be wonderful. I'm starting to try to put myself out there a little bit.
Okay.
Step out of the comfort zone a little bit.
Good.
Thank you.
Well, it's fun.
And thank you to everybody, all the comments. Thank you for everybody that participated. That's beautiful. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we will see you again next time.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.